So the Israeli hostages were released today, and Hamas propaganda was on full display. First off, they sort of paraded them around in this video, trying to pretend like they're happy, like it's a normal ceremony. Check it out. So as you can see, a bunch of Hamas terrorists or four Israeli soldiers, former Israeli soldiers that were taken hostage on October 7th. They dressed them up in uniforms, in IDF, or not IDF, but just green uniforms. And get this, just get this. From this video, Al Jazeera, the Hamas Qatari propaganda tool, tried to pretend like these women were taken in their original, meaning they were taken in IDF uniforms, so they were like combatants, like they were like IDF soldiers, right? But in reality, we all know that they were taken in their pajamas. Aaron Ostrovsky writes, Hamas wants you to forget these images. Al Jazeera wants you to believe these girls were combat soldiers captured in their uniforms. But here's the truth. Nama, Liri, Daniela, and Karina were snatched from their sleep, still in their pajamas, beaten and taken hostage to Gaza. And on the right, you can see a very, very, probably one of the most not popular, and on the right, you can see one of the biggest images of this war, Nama Levy being taken hostage into Gaza. One of the saddest images, right away we saw. And on the right, you can see one of the most sort of shared images of this war, Nama Levy being taken hostage. The video of her going into the truck, being forced in. One of the saddest videos probably throughout this war. And then they also released another propaganda piece, basically IDF soldiers thanking them for the treatment that they received from the Al-Qassam brigades. Check it out.
مرحبا شكرا لكتاب القسام على كل المعاملة الكويسة شكرا للأكل والشرب والملابس شكرا للشباب اللي كانوا يحفظوا علينا ودير بالو علينا من كاسف وإن شاء الله يكون الكل يوم سعيد وأحسن يوم وكلنا نكون بخير يوم 25/1/25.
So there are two things. Number one, they're making them speak in Arabic. And number two, they're obviously praising Hamas, which they would never do had they not been forced to. The only, I would say, positive part of this whole deal and etc. is obviously the hostages coming back, and some of the most heartwarming images in the following video of the hostages being reunited with their families after, I believe, 477 days. Or no, either 400 or I think 477 days away from their families. Check it out.
חברה שלך עשתה.
במצרים, אמא לביאה. אמא לביאה.
כל העולם יהיה לך, הכל. כל העולם יהיה לך.
אמן, 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 את חזרת, מתוקה שלנו, את חזרת, כניסה שמחכה לך.
All right, it almost makes it worth it. It almost makes it worth it seeing these images, and specifically this image of Nama Levy reunited with her mother, Ayelet Levy. Just incredible to see, the reuniting of the hostages with their families. And hopefully we get more and more hostages as this goes along. We'll have to see if Hamas breaks the ceasefire in the meantime. Although I think Hamas should be paid a terrible price to the amount of terrible sort of propaganda and the way that they're treating these hostages, trying to pretend like they're the ones, liberating them, or they're the ones, giving them an Arabic experience. They made them say that, oh, the men protected us. They, made us feel comforted. Just insane, the amount of propaganda they're putting out there. And some people in the West seem to believe it. I saw a TikTok comment section with people saying, wow, look at how well they're being treated. Like, you idiots. What do you think? Hamas probably treated them like absolute garbage and tortured them for, a year and a half. And then for you to say that, they decided to dress them up and pretend like they were treated well as inject them with drugs so that they're, put on a happy, smiling face and they can't even help themselves. For more, subscribe to this channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Jewish Uncensored. That's buymeacoffee.com/Jewish Uncensored. We're getting our message across all social media platforms. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, X, where we're putting out a lot of videos daily. Again, for more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, go to buymeacoffee.com/Jewish Uncensored. Thank you, and have a good one.